big breaking news in of this bulletin. First major attack action of J&K police on Pak-occupied Jammu and Kashmir-based terrorists in 2024 on the first day of New Year. 36 terrorists from Kishtwar in Pak-occupied Kashmir declared proclaimed offenders by National Investigation Agency. Kishtwar police to attach properties of terrorists in 30 days. These 36 terrorists are operating as terror commanders for Jaish, Lashkar and their offshoots in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. All these terrorists have been operating from Pakistan-occupied J&K and instrumental in carrying out radicalization as well as multiple attacks in the region with the help of their sleeper cells. Now, these terrorists mobilized sleeper cells and pushed them into J&K in connivance with the secessionist and separatist leaders for waging war against the government of India with the nefarious design of seceding Jammu and Kashmir from the Union of India. Let's go to our colleague Gursimran, who is reporting live from ground on this situation. Gursimran is in Jammu. Gursimran, a very good morning to you and a very happy new year. Now, this is a major crackdown by the National Investigation Agency. It has also attached the properties of these known hardened terrorists, 36 terrorists. Please tell us about the ground situation and the latest developments, Gursimran. What is the hustle and bustle over there?
See, a very happy new year, and this is first major crackdown on the terrorists operating from the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir in 2024. On the very first day, the Kishtwar police has acted and got them as the proclaimed offender by the NIA court in Doda. Important to mention that 36 terrorists from the Kishtwar district are operating from the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, and these terrorists have been acting as a commander for Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Toiba and their offshoots, and they have been activating their sleeper cells in the Kishtwar and the nearby districts to carry out attacks in the region and also to carry out radicalization. This includes Shahnawaz Kant and other terrorists, including the dreaded one named Gulabo and others. Important to mention that now with these terrorists being declared as proclaimed offenders by the National Investigation Agency court in Doda, the Kishtwar police will begin the process of attachment of their properties that are in the Kishtwar district in next 30 days. And this is really very important, keeping in view the acts that these terrorists have been carried out from across the border since they have crossed over some 2 decades back to the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, and they have been used by the top commanders of the Jaish and Lashkar as their operators for Jammu and Kashmir. They have activated their sleeper cells to carry out radicalization and attacks in the region for a longer period of time, and now all these 36 terrorists have been declared as the proclaimed offender under the section CRPC 82, and now the follow-up action will be of CRPC 83 that allows the law enforcement agencies to attach the properties of the absconding accused. This is going to have on-ground impact, keeping in view that these terrorists in many of the cases have used their properties to carry out the act of terror. That is, the money that is generated from their properties was used for the terror acts. But now the Jammu and Kashmir police has acted, the Kishtwar police has got them declared as the proclaimed offenders, and now what follows next is the attachment of their properties.
All right, Gursimran, this is a major step to at least try and control the situation, attaching the properties of these 36 terrorists. As you also just said, that why it is important to attach the properties, because in most of the cases, these terrorists use these properties to organize these meets and cause, as allegedly the NIA has also said, radicalization of the area. Now, Gursimran, a couple of days back, you also shared with us that on the information of a local, some movements were also of at least 4 to 5 people were located in that region when a local student had informed the police about this thing. Now, is there any correlation with the same? Of course, all these people work together in groups and everything, but is there any correlation? Could they be the same, party together trying to create more disturbance and radicalization in the same area?
See what is happening in Rajoria and Poonch. Yes, there is an active hand of these terrorists who are sitting across the border. Though the direct contact of these terrorists of the Kishtwar district that are operating in the PoJK has not been established. See what these terrorists are doing. These 36 terrorists of the Kishtwar district, they are focusing from the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir to their sleeper cells in the Doda, Kishtwar and the Ramban district. So what they have done is that the terrorists from the Chenab Valley are focusing on the Chenab Valley. The terrorists of Pir Panjal range that are in the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, that includes the Rafiq Nai and his brother Shamsher Nai, they are focusing on the Pir Panjal region. So that's how the Pakistani terror commanders, the top commanders of Jaish and Lashkar, have distributed the areas to the commanders, the terrorists, those who are from Jammu and Kashmir but presently operating from the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. And this action that the Jammu and Kashmir police has initiated with the help of the National Investigation Agency court that has passed the directions. Now what will happen that their resources that are in Jammu and Kashmir, they will be choked by the agencies. And once the finances are choked, then these terrorists, they have to face the heat. And this is an important step that is taken on the very first day that they have been declared as the proclaimed offender. And what follows next is the attachment of the properties of these 36 terrorists, those who are operating from the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, from the Kishtwar district.
All right, Gursimran, thank you very much for this whole update on the latest development where the police, the NIA has attached properties of 36 criminals from Jaish and Lashkar in Kishtwar. And as our colleague Gursimran was just sharing with us, why it is very important, because a lot of attacks have happened recently in Rajouri and Poonch and also Kishtwar region. And this could be a major step by the NIA in trying to control the situation, because as Gursimran shared with us, a lot of these activities are planned and given any sort of shape and face at these properties only, at these locations of these terrorists. And so NIA has attached 36 of them in Kishtwar in a major development on the first day of 2024.